Hello everyone and welcome to Game 2 in a series between Hyuen and WhiteRa here on Core Hall Compound. We see Hyuen spawning as the blue Zerg player here at the 2 o'clock position. Meanwhile, WhiteRa spawning as the red Protoss here at the 7 or 8 o'clock position. Should be a good game, should be some interesting matchups as the games are getting underway. Really just looking forward to what WhiteRa will be going for. In Game 1, he went for... Actually, don't want to spoil it. Go ahead and check it out. Don't want to even give you the score. So yeah, go ahead and check out Game 1. Game 1 was a really interesting game as we're now moving into Game 2. WhiteRa just setting up what looks to be a standard high ground pylon for a gateway cybernetics core. No forge fast expansion. Meanwhile, it looks like Hyuen will be going... Nope, I don't know what he's going for just quite yet. Just training up a lot of drones. He may be trying to go for a 15 hatch, or he may be trying to go for a pool extractor or extractor pool. And at this point in the game, most Zerg players feel very, very comfortable going for an early hatchery just because of how economic it is to open, and they know that they don't really need to deal with any sort of attack until about the 6-minute 30-second mark when most of 4-gate tactics do come in. The probe now just still wandering around here. It looks like Hyuen will be going for an early spawning pool. The probe does come back around. WhiteRa does spot the spawning pool and pretty much knows, okay, based upon this timing, I can harass a little while longer, get some damage onto some drones, and he's just still just weaving his way through this here. All right, the probe will be backing away. We are going into a gateway assimilator. Where is that second pylon? All right, so the second pylon still hasn't been established just quite yet, which is a little bit odd in terms of timing. It may be well, it's going to be a double gateway. All right, so a double gateway here, and this is going to be really, really odd. He may be just trying to pressure with early zealots, but so far he hasn't actually scouted out a hatchery yet. That's really what he needs to see. He needs to let that hatchery come into play, but the Overlord, with their increased movement speed, is actually gonna spot this gateway. This is absolutely huge. The fact that the Overlord can get into position, see the early 2 gateways, and know that some pressure is going to be coming in. So WhiteRa really going to be laying down with some very aggressive pressure here in just a moment. Hyuen now with an extractor, still without a hatchery here, as Hyuen may be trying to perhaps set up a hatchery here in just a moment, seeing on a fair amount of resources, 400, perhaps trying to take down this drone before the drone could really do anything else. The drone could grow up to be a hatchery now, as we are going into perhaps stalkers. No stalkers just quite yet. We are supply blocked. WhiteRa now taking up 2 stalkers. He is chrono boosting them out, but he is not going to be able to do very well against the number of Zerglings that are on the map. The Zerglings could try to stutter step micro, which may work out well. Where is this one probe going to go is the key question. Low ground pylon now warping in. This one Overlord trying to get away, and it will be able to do exactly that as the stalkers are now in the middle of the field, perhaps going to shoot down this Overlord, but the Overlord moving so quickly. It looks like it's going to be able to get up onto the high ground, and oh no, it does not fly away in time. So Hyuen now currently supply blocked at 24/18, unable to do anything there as we are now finally going into warp gate tech. Zerglings may be able to make a run inside, and that could be a huge mistake for WhiteRa. WhiteRa needs to get in. Oh, the probe quickly gets surrounded. Nothing to really follow this up here, and this is going to be a problem. Those beautiful prey there working in a building just to cancel it, and now all the probes are just wandering around here together. They're going to be able to engage very, very easily. The stalkers are going to clean up all of these Zerglings here with no issue whatsoever, as the Queens now unable to really defend. But the problem is that the Queen actually has higher DPS, and oh, what is this? WhiteRa accidentally walks a little bit too far. The Queen actually has better DPS going up against the Stalker than the Stalker does against the Queen. Things are not looking good. WhiteRa tried to go for some early pressure. Instead, he is going to get pressured early. He doesn't even have his Nexus down just quite yet. Harvester count is 17 to 22, but with 5 more drones coming in, those drones will even up the economic advantage for WhiteRa, or sorry, for Hyuen. So Hyuen will be able to catch up, and now there are a lot of Zerglings in the field, and they can swarm together, especially with that metabolic boost. More zealots now being added here. Oh, what is that? That one stalker actually backed away. That was a huge mistake. Probe now trying to come together, and WhiteRa falling very quickly, it looks like, in game 2. And Zealots are being added, but the Zealots are quickly going to get taken down. The Harvester count is already very, very low. A round of drones coming in. There's the GG. Well played. WhiteRa as well-mannered as ever, as Hyuen takes 2 straight games over WhiteRa. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.